Hi, let's talk about love alignment, one of my favorites. I like to live from a high ideal, and love is my high ideal. Specifically, love which is divine, which is the source of all love. All the love that we have in our lives is sourced from this one place, and this is my high ideal. When we have a high ideal that we align ourselves with, we're looking at it, we're thinking about it, we're embracing it, we're connecting with it and bringing it into our lives on a daily basis. And this gives so much meaning to our lives. When you consider, I picked up a friend and I picked her up in the car and we were going out and I said, "How you doing?" And she'd had kind of a hard time and she said, "Well, I cracked my ribs and, it hurts." And I said, "I'm so sorry." And I said, and so a little while went by and I said, "So how are you doing?" And she said, "I just told you how I'm doing." And I said, "But you're so much more than your ribs." And together we laughed because each of us, it's so easy to live from a lower base without the ideal of just paying the bills and getting the job and trying to find love and find happiness with ourselves amidst the struggle and the suffering of life, because life has a lot of hardship. And when we live from a high ideal, such as divine love, and we equate with that love, and we see it as our source, we see it as our very self, we're now moving to our highest self and living our life regardless of bills and need of love and need of job and security and all the other things. We're living now from a higher basis, which is divine. And living from a higher basis is so meaningful and so powerful. This is what love alignment is all about. So at any given moment, we have a choice of looking out from our egos, which is the little self. It's a little mortal who feels frail and vulnerable in the world, who's not certain about things and competitive and a lot of suffering there, really. Or at any moment, even if we're feeling heavy into our ego, we can make a decision, make a higher choice at that moment and say, I'm going to go for the higher ideal. I'm going to go right now for divine love and remember who I am. Remember my divine source, the beauty, the glory, the majesty, the nobility that really constitutes who we are. And even the thought of that doesn't make you feel better. Doesn't that just bring in some light, some lightness, some inspiration? And not only will it do that for you, but as you sustain thinking about your divine love as your source, as your true self, it will actually start taking over and giving you intuitive guidance and opening up windows and doors and opportunities and in your life and creative outlets that you never dreamed of before. And this is the power of living in love alignment. As we draw closer to our source of divine love, we can experience more of our true nature and essence, which is innocence, not guilt, and which is beauty, not ugliness, and which is deserving and worthy and not undeserving and unworthy. You are deserving, you are worthy, you have value, you have merit. As you are called forth call yourself forth into your shine, into your divinity, into your divine place, just to remember your source and who you are, something spectacular happens. And this is what it means to live in love alignment. And each of us has that choice any moment of the day or the night, every day, for the rest of your life. I think that's pretty exciting. So I'm inviting you into this place with me of living in love alignment. So many people today live without love and without the ideal of love. They live thinking that love is absent, that it's away from them and they need to go get it, or they can't, or they've been rejected so many times they can't even open their hearts again. And yet I challenge that position because it's a frail position, it's a fragile position. It can be shaken loose by love alignment, and it's actually healing when you think of yourself as present with love, even though you don't see it, maybe you don't feel it. Think of it, accept it as being present all the time. Where's love going? It's not leaving you. It created you. It still loves you. It adores you. It's proud of you. It wants you to go forward. It's your support. It's mothering and fathering you in wonderful, glorious ways. And allow this love to take over and to cause you to feel a deep sense of inner peace, a deep sense of safety. And as you feel safe in your heart can open. And as your heart opens, it can start looking around and experiencing trust, because there are those situations and people you can trust. Not everyone, but you know the difference. And go to them and start entering into opening your heart into this dimension of love, into this dimension of reality for yourself, which is so powerful and so healing, and try it out. Live and love alignment. I think you'll love it.